Hey, what's up, people? How are you doing? My name is Riddhi, and today is our day 9 of our 100 Days of Clicks challenge. So, before you ask me where have I been for months, I'm ready with the answer. It was because of my 10th boards. Yes, I was in 10th, and now I'm going to be in 11th. I've chosen PCM, which gives me comparatively less time for making design videos, but I will make sure to make at least one video per month. Yup, that's going to be my goal. And let's start with our today's video. Let's go.
With that, let's start with our today's video's aim to design a recipe application. Here, I've put some of my fave dish. Let me know if it matches with yours. Our agenda for today is drafted here. That is to improve the search functionality of a recipe app to allow users to easily find recipes based on dietary preferences and restrictions quickly moving forward. I have crafted a problem statement template, which I've studied in my AI syllabus of 10th, which helps us to clearly define the problem, which is crucial for designing the desired type of screens. Here we have phase, which basically asks which question we need to answer, category, which tells us which sub-question we need to elaborate, and then finally, the detailed answer. Who Canvas tells us details about stakeholders and target audience, which in this case is a spectrum of different kinds of people, which we'll discuss later in the video. What Canvas tells us about the problem, that is, what problem are these stakeholders having, which in this case is difficulty in finding recipes based on dietary preferences and restrictions. Another question it answers is how one got to know about this problem exists, which in this case is lack of sufficient alternative accessible apps and widespread failure of existing apps, where Canvas is simple. It tells us where and when the problem is occurring. Finally, we have why Canvas, which ultimately gives designer the purpose of why are we designing for problem in the first place, which in this case is everyone, regardless of disability, can confidently cook, eat well, and enjoy the social aspects of food. Next, I've divided the presented into different phases, which are displayed here, starting with our very first section, discussion about design-related issues that users face while using search functionality of popular recipe applications. These are all the issues that users often face regarding to navigation, visual design, accessibility, and about the core purpose of searching and filtering. I've accommodated all these issues to get to the final result. You can read and get an idea about user behavior and get an idea of how the resultant design is to be made. Next, in here we have feature lists, which lists about what are the features that we're going to add in the application. You can quickly scan through it. Then by moving forward, we have, chit chat about target audience, which is discussion about different target groups, which are affected by non-functionality of the search facility, in which our first group is home cooks. You can all read about them. It'll really help you in understanding how the end result is made. Okay, said it so many times here. These people cook at home. They mainly face problem of clarity, ingredient availability, not able to find perfect recipe that suit their preferences. And lastly, and the most common, app overload, and they want an app that effectively overcome these issues. Next in the line, we have busy professionals. As we can guess, they need quick and easy meals, but some problems they face are first and foremost time constraints. Meal planning, that means they don't want to spend their time wandering about what to eat. Then we have waste reduction. They are very conscious of their waste production and want to minimize it as much as they can. Okay, next in the line, we have a group of people with dietary restrictions, which includes people with allergies, intolerances, etc. They face problems like inaccurate filtering, stressing about cross-contamination risks. It means that transfer of harmful bacteria from one person, object, or place to another, which is a huge concern for them. Lastly, we have group of beginner cooks. We seek for simple step-by-step guidance for pre-creation of dishes. Don't go after the picture, but have you seen that kid cooking in Instagram? As they are beginners, mostly kids, visuals excite them like videos and pictures. Similarly, too much technical jargons can confuse them. Hence, we need to make the language understanding. Next, they might lack basic cooking skills. What we can do is provide them with basic cooking tutorials to get them near the same page as others. That was all about target audience. Next, we gotta have to study how other apps in the market solve the following and related problems, in which our first candidate is Yummily. After going through interface of Yummily, the things I've noticed are listed here. can be also termed as core features, in which first feature says that we can search about a dish with its image. Next, it can give personalized recommendations. It also does have vast recipe database. It offers dietary filters and provides step-by-step instructions. Then here, written some key considerations for building a similar app. Moving on, here are some pause and neg reviews. We have discussed about the affirmatives. Let's discuss about its dissidents, which are about accuracy, its speed, and about clutterness. Here we have learnt to consider these while building our app. Our next contestant, Sorry You Made War, is tasty. Coming to its core features, mostly all the features are similar to that of Yummily, but shopping list integration and community support are the things that's exceptional. Coming to its affirmative feedbacks, we have user engagement through short-form content, appraisement of community feature, and convenience of shopping list integration. Whereas its dissident feedbacks includes excessive ads appearance, inefficiency of the application, considerable difference in video quality. These are some top Google App Store reviews by real users, as we can categorize it like that for now. Our next and last contestant for now is all receives. Let's see what we have for it now. Coming to its core values, exceptional features that we have here are user-generated content, where users themselves have the opportunity to submit their own recipes and review the recipes published by other users. Moreover, it also offers an incredible feature of generation of shopping lists, which is based on recipes that the user have selected. Next, talking about its affirmative and dissident feedbacks. Affirmatives we have here are vast collection of recipes, save and organize them. Community features exist here too. Dissident one are clutterness, inefficiency, issues with search functionality. Here our market research is done. Now it's time for screen reveal. This is the initial login or sign up screen for the app. If you already have an account, you can sign up with your email ID and password, or you can create an account or sign up with external means like Google, Apple, etc. This is the intro screen, which first greets the user, then tells us what does this application do and impact it can make on our lives, which is providing suitable meal recipes by setting personalized filters. Then it says that the app will need to ask the question from the user, which will act as a filter later on when the backend will search for recipes in the database. You can also change these settings /filter later on as your wish. Then there's a CTA button to get the user to the next screen. Now following are the multiple select questions that the application is going to ask the user, in which the first question is related to following a specific diet like vegan, vegetarian, keto, paleo, etc. Mean a diet-based eating. What our ACT nesters used to eat, that is meat, fish, vegetables, and fruit, and excluding dairy or cereal products and processed food. Next question is related to users having any allergies or intolerances. Then there's a random ass filter screen, not necessarily should be in continuation, where user can change the info that he had filled earlier if they wish. Then, for example, if you want to prepare a dish, then this is a search screen with thousands of options. Can't believe that there are tens of thousands of options for this superficially wired combo. Then, if we open any of the recipe, following screen will be displayed, which is this screen with the picture of the dish, its ratings, reviews, features like vegetarian, protein-rich, or packed with different vital nutrients, estimated making costs, amount of calories, protein, dietary fiber, sugars, could be many more, distribution of estimated time for making the dish, its procedure, number of ingredients needed, and then finally a primary CTA which says start cooking, and a secondary CTA which says add to wish list. When we click on the primary CTA, we will get to see the following screen. This is the final screen in the flow, which will guide us to the whole cooking process for the dish. And this is also the last screen for this particular flow that we've made. With that, I would like to end my presentation here.
Okay, so that's all for today. Tell me which thing you didn't like and which thing you liked, which thing you want me to improve, and yep, I'll get you in the next one.